On today's show, we're on day 6 of a 7-day mule deer hunt. So far on this trip, the weather's been less than ideal.
It's just a blizzard. There's no other words for it.
But in the few fleeting moments of good weather we did have, there's been no shortage of deer. Earlier this morning, Trav put a wide 4-point on the ground. And seeing as this is our last full day out here, we made quick work of his buck. We broke him down and packed him to camp within a few hours. And now, it's my turn at bat. And the old 300 is ready to bark.
So we just moved up to a bit of a new spot, and we're picking up bedded deer all over the place here. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just kind of on these fingers. We were down lower earlier and we could see up, but we couldn't see any of this basin here. And so we came up here and yeah, we got some bedded deer. There's one buck we're trying to suss out right now. He doesn't look very big. I think he's 2 or 3 point, but he's kind of in the shade. It's tough to see what his headgear really looks like, so I can keep our eye on him. But it seems like all the deer are bedded at this point, but this whole little basin in here is just chacked right out. There's chacks all over the place, and I mean, we haven't been up here 20 minutes, or just kind of picking up bedded deer. They're all bedded in the shade too. That's one thing to kind of know. None of them are right out in the sun. Well, we have a buck walking around up there. Not quite sure how big it is. Doesn't look to be too big. Just trying to suss him out here on the big lens. I don't think it's the same one we've seen earlier, and there's still that 2-point down here. He's bedded, but he looks a little bigger than the 2. I don't know what he is at this distance there, but it's good to see. Only got just over an hour left, so hopefully he comes down and checks out some of these does. I mean, this whole hillside's just covered up in does right now, so bound to be some bucks dropping down in here sooner or later. Okay, so we made it up to this top knob, and when we were coming up, we bumped some deer, and we weren't sure what they were. So I spotted them up here, and then lost them again. And now they're higher up. Chad just found them. There's a 4-point in there.
This is 1.5 bucks. You sure he's a 4? Oh yeah.
Do you think we have time to make it to this knob up there?
If we run.
With enough camera light?
If we run, literally. I can't run up there, but you might be able to.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that buck whatsoever.
Yeah. I think it's the buck from the other day, man. Like, his front forks aren't very deep, but they're there.
If only we had an extra freaking half an hour, man. Well, we had it if I didn't lose them there when they were right there.
I didn't stop looking, man.
And they were in range, probably.
I kept looking. Looked up and I could see one in the middle there. So I came running back up here. Got over there. Couldn't see him from that angle. I couldn't see the deer that I had spotted. I came back here and found him again.
If we could snake up here, I mean, we got 15 minutes. Okay, run right to here. I mean, there's a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have the angle, but let's try it.
Let's try it, man. Okay, I just yard sailed my whole pack. Trav's already on his way up. I don't know if we're gonna have enough camera light. We definitely have enough legal light, but camera light's a tough thing.
we're pretty much in range here, depending on where they're standing on the mountain. Name of the game now is to locate him again here. I don't know. He was pushing those doors pretty hard, so I don't know if they went up or they came back down, went to that slope. All I know is we gotta find him pretty quick here.
Well, 4:45 and we're out of camera light. So a buck's standing right there. He's got 5 does. Can't see him on the lens. That sucks. It really sucks because we have like 30 minutes left of legal shooting light, but can't see him on the cameras. What do you do?
Now, by the time we got back to camp, the wind started howling, and we were worried it was going to take down the tent again. So we took the extra time and we buried the entire perimeter of the camp with sand to make sure it was completely sealed off from the wind. But unfortunately for us, we weren't quite fast enough to seal up the tent in time.
This pole snapped, and all of our pegs just pulled out, so the whole tent kind of folded on itself. We're rigging it up now. We got a little rope on here, but really trying to get this wood stove going, and might not be the safest thing, but we really want to cook and eat some of this deer. So
once we got the pole all fashioned back together with some rope and a couple of sticks, we went out and got some firewood, and then it was time to get to cooking.
Wow. Lynn, she just loves me so much. Packed me sriracha in a little bottle. Come on. Let's see what else she's got for the old boys. Honey garlic sauce. Not bad. And then I'm assuming the 3-pack of faves. She just knows me so well. Black and Saskatch, coffee rub, garlic. I guess it looks like an old classic with a tinge of difference with this honey garlic sauce. We'll see how she goes. I'm just gonna layer it up. It's just gonna be a freaking smorgasbord, buddy. Layering it up. Some of the garlic. Oh yeah. And we're just gonna go again. A little black and sask. Boom. Want to make sure they're all coated, man. We can't be eating no plain tenderloin. What are we, wolves? Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. Sorry if my audio is bad, guys. It's windy as hell in here. So, I don't know how much honey garlic sauce to use, but I'm gonna go with just half and half, just because it's one tenderloin. Hopefully that's enough. Tenderloin marinade à la montagne. It's gonna get real hot in here, so I might be shirtless by the end of this video. Well, not quite cooked yet, but it's getting there, and at least it's not sticking to the bottom. That's the main thing I was after, so that is good. Smells good. Change up the musk from BO to delicious meat. Well, I'd say that's pretty much done. You don't want to overcook them. A little taste test here. Make sure they're not poisoned. I don't even think it needs sriracha, but then again, when do you ever really need sriracha? You don't really need it.
That's right.
You just want it, and I freaking want it. First time I ever made this little combo. Oh, boy.
First time I ever made this little combo. Cheese and I were out sheep hunting. I loved it then. I love it just as much now. Trav, you gotta get some.
Yes, sir. Lord almighty. That's good.
Now this morning was just one of those mornings where you could feel something in the air. And after a fresh dumping of snow and high winds all night, we figured it would push the deer down into our basin. And once we picked up the glass this morning, we found that's exactly what happened.
Man, I feel good about this morning, I really do. I think we're seeing more deer than we've seen any other morning so far, so it's just a lot easier to pick them out on this white backdrop. They just stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, I got another deer. There's that buck that we saw earlier, and then another one just below it. He's walking right to it. I don't know if it's a doe or what. They're pretty far out. He's just below there. And then there's another buck chasing a doe down here, just a little spiker. Freaking Buck City out here this morning. Just need to find this 4-point.
Now Trav and I were on a time crunch. We had to be back to the truck for 3, and with the couple-hour hike out of here, that didn't leave us too much time. So by 10 a.m., we had camp all broken down, and we started making our way down valley.
Okay, I got deer everywhere. I count, there's got to be at least 15 here. They're just kind of bedded all over the place. And I got 2 bucks in front of me, and one from right here looks like a good buck. He's with 5 does right now. There's just deer, literally there's deer everywhere. There's 4 bedded deer there. There's 2 below. That buck is with 5 of them. And then there's like 5 other ones scattered all over this hillside. So this is confirmed the big 3-point. He's not a 4. Damn you. Alright, where's the other one?
3-point though. Okay, so let me just zoom out here. I kind of have to get in this. Let me straddle.
Okay, alright. Okay, so they're all right here.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
Come on, be him. Be him.
So there's a doe, that's a doe right there, and then there's a buck right there. That's the buck, the lower one.
Okay, turn your head. Big back foot. It's a 2-point. Damn it!
Is it?
It's a 2-point.
On one side. He forks off on this side, and then he's got a crab claw, doesn't he? He's
Oh man. He's got a crab claw for sure on the top right hand side.
But I just don't know what his front looks like.
Yeah, he's got nothing on the fronts. Like I can't even put my binos up without just landing on a deer. They're everywhere. It's just the valley of 3-points in here, man. Mm-hmm. Dude, I think the big 3 is actually a 4. Come confirm this for me, please. I'm pretty sure he's a 4. Look right there. Top end crab claw.
Sure looks like it. But we need him to turn this way.
I'm almost positive. Well, I know it forks. I just don't know if that fork's big enough.
Okay.
Okay, turn a little more. Turn a little more. Come on, dude. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, okay, let's kill him.
Let's kill him. So this buck isn't the giant that we were after, but he's still a pretty nice deer. I thought he was just a really big mature 3, but he does have a little fork on top. We're gonna kill this buck. Let's go, time. Buck's directly across canyon here. He's just under 500 yards. 500's right at the top end of what I'm comfortable shooting at, and I don't really like shooting this far, to be honest. But he's straight across the canyon. If we go lower, we're gonna lose him. If we try and hike up that side, there's a real good chance. I mean, there's at least 15 deer there. one of them's gonna pick us up before we see them, and they're gonna blow out of there. So he's bedded. I got lots of time here. I'm gonna set up, make sure I'm nice and stable, and we're gonna put this buck to sleep. Okay, I see all the deer. Where did he go? Is he behind a tree again?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he is behind a tree. His head is behind a tree, his body isn't.
Yeah, I see him. Okay, what's my MOA?
5.5.
5.5. Okay, when he steps out there, if he stops, I'm gonna take him there.
Yep.
Come on, buddy, stop. Okay, ready?
Yep. You shot over him. He's only about 5 feet to the left.
Damn it. My whole gun bounced. Okay, got him.
Okay, I'm on him. Still at the same range. Oh.
Yeah. Come on, buddy, turn. Come on, dude, stop right there. Stop. Stop. You ready?
Yeah.
What's that?
You got him. He's buckling hard.
He's buckling. I see him. He's hurt. There he goes. He just bedded. Bedded behind some brush. I don't have a shot.
Now, as many of you who watch this show regularly probably already know, I don't like watching animals suffer more than they have to.
Want to rewatch that footage real quick? Just to see where that hit was.
After reviewing the footage and seeing I hit him far back, I knew it would be a while before he finally succumbed to his injuries.
Wonder if I should just try and round one into him. How far is that brush in front of him, do you know?
So reluctantly, I tried a few shots through the brush and I missed. Until finally he stood up, cleared the brush, and I was able to get the final blow into his lungs.
He's dead now.
Now, although not my proudest moment as a hunter, I think it's important to note here that I'm sharing this with you guys because stuff like this happens, and not every hunt goes as smoothly as planned. And even though I'm overjoyed with getting this buck, I have the lingering feeling I need to do better and be better so this doesn't happen again.
I got a text, Lynn. I'm in trouble.
You're missing your Jamaica.
Yeah, supposed to be on a plane to Jamaica in a few hours, but looks like things just took a turn for the better. The wife might not agree, but you only live once, right, Trav?
That's right.
Let's see if she agrees. Well, we just yard sailed everything down here in the bottom. All the meat, camp, everything. We got a pretty good hike. It's steep to get back up there and it's snow covered. I'm really hoping it's not just shale like we just went through, but we shall see. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get up there, but hopefully we can get up there, get back down, and get out of here before dark is the hope. We got about 4.5 hours to do it, so time to get moving. So we're just kind of looking. We're at about 500 yards now from the knob where we're shooting. And when we first shot, he was right there, and he kind of ran this way, and we plugged him behind this tree here, and then he should be right here, right there. Right there, buddy. Boom. Let's go get some mitts on this puppy.
Now I've killed my fair share of deer, but there's just something about getting it done on the last day of the hunt, in the last few fleeting moments, that really makes all the struggles of the week worth it and puts a big old smile on my face every time.
Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Beauty. Freaking beauty. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. We seen this guy a couple days ago. We were on that side when we first came in. He was up here. There was a real big 4-point. I mean, you guys seen him. He was a stud. That's the buck that I've really been after. And this guy was trailing behind. Trav and I originally thought he was just a 3-point, but as you can see, he's got this little freaking fork back here. So today when we glassed up all these bucks in here, this guy kind of stood out, and when we really checked him over, we found that he had that 4th point. So look at this guy. I like his mass. He's got some pretty good mass. I mean, he's not too wide. His front forks are all right. His back one's real weak, but he's a cool buck, man. Nothing wrong with this for last day deer, that's for sure.
At this point in the day, we didn't have much time to spare, as we were fighting with daylight and we still had a long and heavy pack out of here. So hauling this buck down to Trav's buck was the easy part.
And now, the fun part's over. The grind begins.
But once we loaded up the packs with 1 deer each, plus camp, food, and camera gear, these packs were the heaviest either of us had ever worn. Mine weighing in at 177.8 pounds, and Trav's at 164.4.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I need help.
Add in the steep, shaly terrain, fresh snow, and the eventual darkness, and you can imagine just how tough these last few kilometers were on us.
Well, we've done some tough pack outs, but I gotta say, this is the hardest for me.
Well, this is definitely one of those low moments. I'm bleeding. I just yard sailed myself through a thorn bush down a mountain. That's where I just came from. Rolled through there. This is how steep it is, in case anyone's wondering.
Legs are shaking. It's dark, slippery. 1 inch at a time. 1 inch at a time.